It's your boy Dell with the DWT, and today we have a lot of things to discuss. TKO is letting us know the honeymoon phase with WWE is over. Already, TKO has released 20 to 23 superstars already, and on top of that, the New Day has left. The problem with everything now is they signed a contract last year for a 4 or 5 year extension, and they were approached to redraft their contract, and they declined the terms and conditions. As more information keeps coming out, we're finding out that they want people to take a 50% pay cut. Now, I don't think that's proper business etiquette, but this is crazy. When companies come in and there's mergers and acquisitions that go on, this is the type of behaviors that they conduct. They have a team, the parent company has a team. They go in, they watch operations, they see how everything works, at least from a number standpoint, and then they let their guys come in, and then they get rid of finance, they get rid of HR, and then they implement their strategies into the product. The problem with this is WWE is not like any other sport or entertainment company. These guys operate on a no off season. They run essentially 24/7 storylines, always going. Like, people are always working, and there's a term kayfabe that most of the staff need to uphold so that way their character looks strong or correct on TV. These guys are changing the game. For you to go out there, and there's a report stating that on the day of the releases, they're going around asking people to take a 50% pay cut to stay with the company. I don't know, that it seems like a trap. As an independent contractor, and you're not even paying for benefits, and you're already paying for other things out of pocket, you're going to need those expenses, especially if you're coming up with your own gear, you're doing your own traveling. I understand they pay for flights, but you have to pay for your hotel, you got to pay for gas if you're driving from town to town. Like, there's a lot of things that these guys need to cover. I'm trying to put myself in that shoes and understand how could I even sit down and have a conversation with my company, with my HR, and sit down and say, hey, I'm going to take a 50% pay cut. That doesn't do anything for morale. When R-Truth got released last year, it killed morale. Fans felt it, people in the back felt it, and then they had to lie and bring it back into the storyline and say that, oh, it was just for the show. We're calling you out, and we see it. This is a blatant disrespect. If you're in my opinion, blatant disrespect. And then you look at the numbers, and then you see that everything's an open book. These guys are not private; they're public sector. And then you could see Ari Emanuel, Nick Khan, Triple H. These, between the 3, 4 of those guys, they've made 125 million more than they did the previous year. And then you're gonna tell your talent to take a 50% pay cut? I don't know. It's not good for business. And if you don't understand the wrestling business, and that's the problem, these TKO is probably a very profitable organization. They know everything. They know the ones and zeros. They know how to optimize. They know how to get the brand deals. They're the ones who pretty much set Netflix in play. But you got to understand that people who watch the show invest in the characters. You're just thinking about the Roman Reigns, the Cody Rhodes, the Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar's, but you got to look at everyone on the card as well. Everyone means something to somebody, and especially if they're if creative has something for them, then they can move forward. These guys are gutting the roster, and they don't understand that the principles and the fabric of what WWE is from top to bottom, from low card to mid card to upper card to top card. Everyone has a role to play, and you keep gutting these guys whether they're in a storyline or not. They're just cutting people. I don't know. I don't know the direction of WWE, and to me, it sounds like there's going to be more turmoil, more information that comes out. I'm listening to everyone talk about this, and even when Vince McMahon was running the show, he made sure that the legends had contracts so that way they can make get some revenue from being in the games, and so everyone can utilize them. And now I'm hearing that they're looking at contracts they have over 100 contracts on legends, and if they're getting rid of active superstars, what are they going to do with the legends contracts? I'm telling you, they're really looking to optimize, and they're going to trim the fat. Don't be surprised when 2K27 comes out and the game is trash. I want to hear what everyone thinks about this situation, because again, I've been watching this programming for years. I also understand the business aspect of everything. You know, people need to make money, but you're gutting the product. PLEs don't hit the same. The creative don't hit the same. You guys are just a marketing company at this point. Point blank, period. You guys need to do better. That's it for me.